Good afternoon and good morning, boys and girls. Today, I'm going to try to do a little video lesson for you about how to bring your characters to life in your writing. So far, I just want to remind you about what we have done. So far, we've drafted stories using Think, Touch and Tell, and Sketch and Write. We also have worked on revising our stories using rewriting important parts to tell it in more detail, um, using writing partner sentences, and telling stories or telling our stories to our peers, and so they can ask us questions. All of these activities for revisions have been for elaboration. In other words, so that we could tell more of our story. Today, we're going to try something to help us not tell more, but to make it more vivid and more clear and just bring it to life so that it plays as a movie in someone's head. Now, how we're going to do that, here's our anchor chart. Let me make this bigger. First, we need to begin with thinking of what is an important part of the story. What is a part that would be a good place where somebody actually said or did something? So once we figure that out, we think about what actually maybe took place. Imagine back to that time. You need to act it out in your head. Think about, what did they say? What did they do? And then you rewrite it and you tell exactly what they said and what they did. I'm going to show you a couple examples of how that can be done. Here's some writing of some fifth graders. Okay, this is a story from a person who wrote about, her name is Clara, about going to the mall with her mom. Here's what she began with. She said, "One beautiful day, my mom and I went to the mall. I didn't want to go there. It's never something I like." She remembered that this is a conversation she and her mom had because she really didn't want to go. So here's what she did. "I slowly walked up the stairs," that's the do, "and asked my mom for the last time." Here's what she said. "Do I have to go?" "Yes," she yelled back. "Okay, okay," I said. Okay, and her next page. "As I entered the big mall doors, something caught the corner of my eye. It was a big, realistic snake. I loved it. I dashed to see it up close." She decided that was another great place where there was some excitement, and she added what she said. "I yelled, 'Mom, Mom, come here, I want this snake.' My mom was scared of snakes too. My mom was scared of snakes, so it was hard to convince her. But she wasn't as scared as my sister. Much more vivid." Now let's look at some examples from a girl named Sophie. These are just some sentence examples. So example, let me get that a little closer for you. It's not quite as big. Here's a sentence or two that Sophie started off telling. So she's writing a story about her skateboard and the time she fell off her skateboard and hurt her ankle. So she wrote, "I fell off my skateboard. I yelled because it hurt." So she kind of told us what she did, but look what she ended up doing. She said, "I fell off my skateboard." She got rid of this, and she told us exactly what she said. She said, "Ow!" I yelled. "I gripped my ankle." And she told us exactly what she did. Let's look at another piece of her story. "My ankle hurt really bad, so I lay on the ground moaning. My dad came over to check if it was okay." And that's good, but look how much more vivid it is when she adds exactly what was said and done. She got rid of that whole part, and instead she added, "I rolled on the ground, moaning and rubbing my ankle." That's what she did. Over and over I said, "It hurts, it hurts." That's what she said. Then my dad rushed up and asked, "Are you okay?" "It feels broke," I said, trying not to cry. Okay, so now I'm going to show a couple examples from my own piece of writing. I've already identified a couple of places, and I have added some dialogue. And then I'll try one more with you. So here is the first place. In this section, This is after Mr. Coffin told us that one partner would be riding the scooter standing up and the other would get pushed from behind. And I just remember hearing these things happen. It says, I listened to my classmates saying, oh my gosh, this is going to be so scary. But behind me, my friend said, I can't wait. This is going to be a blast. So it reminded me that there were some people who were really looking forward to this race and some who were a little scared. On the next page, where it said my partner and I decided that I would stand and she would push, I recalled the conversation that we had in order to decide this. And this was actually a question that someone asked me when I shared this with the class. They said, what exactly happened when you had that conversation? So this is what happened. Kara looked down at me and said, you should stand and I'll push because I'm taller. Then we'll both be the same height. And then me, this is what I did. I said, shaking my head, I said, quotation marks, it sounds like a good idea. Okay. But I'm kind of scared. Okay, so that's exactly kind of how our conversation went. And then the last piece. I chose to go to the part where I actually fell. I've already added the part to show you exactly what it looked like, but what might that have sounded like? Ah! Okay. I yelled as I fell. Okay, because I actually screamed as I went down. Okay, so that's how you'll do that. So here's your checklist. You're going to find a part of the story where the characters could say or do something. You need to recall what it sounded and looked like, and then tell exactly what the characters did and said. So now you're ready to begin doing that all on your own. I can't wait to see the stories that you have and the revising that you do and bringing those stories to life.